Hi. Oh, jeez. Tells you. I'm just like, ah. Welcome. Let's see who comes on in this evening. Of course, she's been quiet all night and then now she's barking. Ugh. Fucking dog. Going on Instagram. I just wanted to come in for a little chit chat tonight. See how everybody's doing. Everybody's holding out. Whew. Did my course on Saturday. So, whoop, boop. There I am. I'm back. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Oh, my goodness. What an evening. You could tell Uranus. It's funny. I don't know about you, but I've been feeling a little bit, every once in a while, get very lightheaded. It's just really weird. Uranus, and then I remembered Uranus was going forward, and I'm just like, oh, yeah, baby. Uranus and Taurus will just make things feel a little bit crazy and bumpy. Hi, everybody. Welcome. And with that, and then you got that Saturn and Jupiter still square, and Jupiter's going to be going forward. So it just can cause a little bit of feeling um it's kind of like a little bit of uneasiness, I guess. But with Uranus going forward, there's huge expansions with that. And the other thing with Jupiter retrograde, man, I was saying, like, people are like freaking out over this and freaking. I'm just like, you don't, like, just chill. Like, there's no reason to freak out over this. Like, all of a sudden, and this is the thing, it's like when you start seeing people take the bit of something and just run with it, you just like take a step back. Take a step back. I mean, all of the tariff things, and like, yeah, whatever. Like, that's what I got. Like, whatever. I know it's going to be, things are going to go cray cray, but if you know inside yourself, you're doing your balancing, you're doing your grounding, you're going to be okay. It's going to be fine. You're going to be right as rain. Just throw it in the wash. You know, that's the thing. Like, as soon as I saw all of these crazy TikToks and Instagram, and then there was this, I don't know, somebody told me about some fucking Facebook group that people were joining, Save Canada, and all this. I'm just like, oh my God. And how many people came into work? Where are these made? Are they made in Canada? And it's like, no, they're made in Vietnam. Well, why are they made in Vietnam? They're freaking out, and then you're explaining it to them. People need to just chill out. They really do. There's just so much information coming out. So many crazy things, even right down to the airplanes, and everybody has their theories, and I'm just like, okay, this is what I want people to do. I want you guys to all breathe. We're going through a transformation. We're going through an evolutionary change, and we need to start embracing some beauty out of it. We need to start allowing ourselves to see some real positive things throughout this, and not get into the cray cray of it all. If you're getting into the cray cray of this shit that's going on, into the politics and the drama, and oh my God, look at this. I mean, the Grammys. I'm just like, how much Illuminati shit do you want? Watch the Grammys, and the crazy stuff that happened there last night. From Beyonce winning Best Artist of the Year. Like, give me a break. Like, no, fuck, no. It's just like it. That's just no. It's a setup. This is where it's like, you know what? They all know that their time has run out. Their time, their star is falling. This is where you start to look at where's my focus? What do I need to start looking at? And when you start looking at that and you start looking at your focus, your joy, your love, that's when the big changes start to happen. That's when you can, not get lost in all of this Pisces energy. With Neptune there, Saturn there, the North Node there, Venus has gone into Aries and she's going to be retrograding in March. You know, and then Mercury is coming in and he's going to be retrograding too. It's there's so much that we need to really appreciate right now. And yeah, it's being aware of it, it's understanding it, but watch that you're not jumping on the bandwagon, right? Because when you start jumping on the bandwagon, that's when things can go a little bit nutty. That's when you can just get all caught up. And hey, I know I can get just as caught up as anybody else with it all, right? And I love going down a rabbit hole. Trust me. But when you get to a point, with some things that I was just like looking, I'm just like, nah, that's there. Once you understand, begin to understand the political realm and begin to understand the dance that they do, and you understand and you start to see, okay, there's something more going on. And I look at the astrology and I'm just like, okay, Jupiter's saying, because he's in Gemini, he's retrograde, he's not gone forward yet. He's saying you gotta take a step back to get more information. You don't have all the information yet. Not all the information is come in. And there are so many um people like theorists on this and theorists on this, and you're just like, oh, we need to start living our lives, you know, and looking at the things that we want to start doing. And that's, even for me, like things that I love to do. What do I love to do? I love to teach. Okay, I'm going to focus on my teaching. I'm going to focus on doing workshops. I'm going to focus on, learning more about whatever natal charts or what, the things that I just love to do. These are going to be the creativity that brings in the vibrations that we need to allow to foster out so we can move forward from this all. And when we start doing that, then we start seeing new avenues and new ways of creating abundance in our lives. And it is a difficult one to get out of the old routines and to get out of the old craziness. And that's that's the journey right now. And it's a fucking hard journey to be doing, but we gotta I look at it this way, and this is gonna piss a lot of people off. What else is new, Mary? You're good at that. Governments come and go. They rise and fall, they do their taxes, and then there's some kind of craziness that happens in the world, and then the taxes recede, and it gets back to some point where we go back into a place where it doesn't seem so bad. And through that, like, when you get that in your head and you start to see it, it's not saying that yeah, it's not saying that if you feel like you have a cause and this is what you wanna stand up and do, then do it, but do it with love and light. Do it in a way that's inspirational and that we can expand. If you're getting all pissed off about, "Oh, look at what they're doing, and I hate them." It's like, okay, you're not in love and light anymore. You've entered a whole different dimension, whole different place, right? And that's not where you wanna be. This isn't the energy to be there. This isn't the energy to get yourself going crazy and frustrated. This energy will take you because you got Neptune in Pisces. It will take you where you don't wanna go. It'll take you into delusional areas. It'll take you on some kinda crazy trip. That's what it'll take you, and that's not what you want, you know? At least, I think you don't want it, but, maybe you do want it. That's fine if that's what you want. And this is where it's like, education, understanding, learning history gets you to be where you are able to take those steps back and say, okay, I can see where things are going kind of crazy. I can see, all right. So, what do I need to do for my preparation? What do I need to do for my spirituality? What do I need to do for me? And I'm talking about you, me, for my idea of creating. What makes my heart sing? And that's what you got to do right now. So it's funny. My course for $35. It's an online course if you're interested. Definitely get a hold of me. I can send you the link and you can pay by Visa, MasterCard. If you want to pay by e-transfer, I'll send you the other link. But yeah, I today I was just sort of sitting there because it was a dead day. It's freaking cold here in Calgary. And it was like, you know what? I just want to start focusing more on things I like to do. And some of that, part of that's education and getting people to understand things a little bit better, helping people to be more aware so that they can embrace a more joyous journey in their life. And sometimes that may mean of getting uncomfortable in order for you to change the comfort. And that's these are the roads that are coming in, and the roads aren't paved in gold. The roads aren't smooth right now. The roads are very choppy and rocky, and but the landscape's beautiful, right? There's some beautiful landscapes that are around us, even though we're on this crazy rocky rough road with big potholes, you know. But that's the year of bringing in the transformation. That's the year of saying, okay, wow, look at how strong I'm getting, you know. So take take some ease in your life. Allow yourself joy. Allow yourself to breathe. Look, if you take some time to journal and look at the things that you want to change in your life, if there's things that are really bothering you and upsetting you. And if that's the case, then you can sort of begin to say, okay, how can I rid these weeds in my garden? And because there is some real beautiful energy out there for us to grow and expand. And it could be that we're having to go through some things in our life right now that we just don't want to go through, that we're finding them hard and difficult and overwhelming. And that's when definitely asking for help, getting your community together, even ask for prayers. Asking someone to pray for you, asking for someone, can you pray for me tonight? I really need that help, right? That's beauty, right? That's community. And I think that's the part that when you look at everything that's going on, that's trying to get us to take us apart, asking someone just for little things like prayer, asking someone, could you light a candle for me today? Mm, that's beauty, right? Can you just, I'm things are happening in my life and I just don't want to get into it right now, but could you just ask for a prayer for me right now? That would be absolutely fabulous, right? Those things. You don't have to tell a person your whole story. You could just say, "Hey, I just, just light a candle for me today." Or that's what I keep getting. Just light a candle, say a prayer for me today. Um, the divine journey is I'm going to be doing it starting March 2nd. And that's part of this divine journey is um stepping into different forms of meditation and prayer, allowing yourself to go through the journey and go through um, the expansion of our soul. And it's so important for us to be able to do that. So, anyways, I'm going to send you guys out with so much love. More information on the divine journey is going to be coming out. It's starting March 2nd. And March 2nd to March 29th. So we end on the new moon. And we start just after the new moon, we end on the new moon. So beautiful. And this is where I feel like the enrichingness of this journey of taking this 80 this I got 88 days, but it's not 88 days, $88. But taking this journey of meditation, of prayer, of allowing ourselves this time to do things, um, and expand is really a beautiful act, a beautiful step into some really good energy. So I'm going to pull a card for us tonight. Let's pull these cards out. Boop. Got the big deck still. So we're going to pull out this big deck. If you're wanting to book a reading, definitely DM me and we'll get you in. Coming to the end of my contract with the company that I'm with right now. So my contract's going to be up, I think, on the by the end of the month anyways. So that opens up a new journey. And of course, your mind goes in so many different directions when something like this, you know, there's an ending coming in and you're uncertain of the future. So again, it's pray for me. Pray that things open up for me and grow and prosper and through this. So I can pray, and I'll be praying for all of you as well. It's very important to do that. First card, 5 of Waters. Things not turning out the way you hoped, not seeing the positive in a situation. So things aren't working. Things, you're not seeing the positives. Things are turmoil. They're crazy. They're going bonkers. So you need to look at where are the positive things? Where are the goodness that I need to start focusing on? And when I can start looking at that, because I know the road's bumpy and crazy right now, when I can look at that, because the 5 of Waters comes in. It's right after the 4 Cups. You didn't want to take what God gave you. God's given you something. You're like, no, I want to see this. The 5 of Cups comes in and says, hey, there's still some beautiful things around you that you need to look at, that you need to start doing, right? But you're not doing it. So in comes the 7 of Airs. Whew. Plans that need to be revised. We need to revise some things. Need to look at things in a new way. And it might take us a while. It might not come right away, right? I'm still working on that, because I did the course for the vision board. And so now I'm working on other little aspects of it, right? So it's all, these are things that are on my board that I am wanting to create. So sometimes it may not, there's more going on than you actually know. Jupiter's retrograde in Gemini. You're not going to see the whole picture. It's going to be okay, right? So you don't see the whole picture. Don't get your shit in a knot. Don't get all messed up, right? And with that comes Archangel Sandalphon. Oh, what a man. So looking at a spiritual, traditional, this is where you come into the unity. This is where you come into the hermit. This is where you find and you can connect with people who are like-minded, who can help you, who can lift you up, right? This is where you find viewpoints or methods and spiritual, maybe it's a spiritual connection with people or a spiritual place that you want to go, or an organization, a prayer night, a drum circle, whatever it is. It's coming into that connection, because you feel like maybe things are just feeling crappy and you need to revise. You need to look at things in a new way, and it's saying let's take some time. One more card before I go here. Then the opportunities start to come, right? Opportunities start to come and things start to change in your life at this time. So You guys all have a fabulous evening, and may the Lord and Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you in all you say and all you be and all you do. Have a great evening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow morning because I'm off. See you later. Bye-bye, everybody. Boop.